teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays. And what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And Young's throw there incomplete. And look at this Raiders defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Young on 3rd and 2. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches lose.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11.
A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long,
and he cannot get away, and Young will go down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Carolina defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the
this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass.
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes.
Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Amari Barno. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
the plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Aaron Robinson. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
It's Young on first down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A quick throw complete to Chark. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Young on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now Stewart on first down. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. This is Stewart again. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Young working out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So an 8-play drive gets them down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw here. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll get this out to Kamara. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. That throw by Young incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Looking to throw, Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 14. He's got McBride here over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less, as they come up on 2nd and inches. Once again, it's Jacobs. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 20. It's a gain of 34. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw here. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Up the middle now with Stewart. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, Young. He hits Stewart in the flat. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, Young eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Again, it's Young. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Young now. And he is caught. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They give to Stewart out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there, with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. Young, he's going to change it up. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 130 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They go with Jacobs. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. They'll look to throw. To the left side, there's Mayer. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. With career touchdown number 128, he's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Raiders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Now they'll audible to something else. It's complete, and he is not going to make it to the end zone. And this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Young going to move him around. Young now on 1st and 10. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Nakobe Dean able to record his 5th sack of the season. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
On play action, they'll throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and 1.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and 13.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10. Now Young. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Young. That's caught by Johnson. Down the sideline he goes. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now 1st and goal. Young. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Young to throw.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. To the air once more, Young. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So it's a win here for the Raiders, and it was thanks in part to the play of their third-year quarterback.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for the Raiders, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And